Oh, right. Crusty. Hello and welcome back to the channel. There's Jonathan, look. The tat's over here. He's making templates. Right, so I haven't filmed for a couple of days because we've been balls deep in chaos, really. The first, well, why can't I say that? It's been intense. So we put all the small sections on in all the corners of the first layer of fiberglass, and then the last couple of days we put the next layers on, but we had loads of problems in it. Like, it just lifted off the corners in all the places where the original kit had problems as well, so you can see what's been going on. You know, we'd done this bit and then moved around to that bit, and that bit was fine. And then we started on that bit and working our way around, but you weren't watching that bit anymore. And in the time that you'd got over here and you were doing that bit, this bit was going off, but then you realised like blisters had started to appear in it. So we've had quite a few bits to sort out. So day one that I've not filmed, it was because I was all covered in fiberglass and resin and whatnot and trying to get this done. And day two, we've just been sorting out all these issues. So you can see everywhere where I've got like the filler in it, those are essentially bubbles. So we had to grind all those out down to the gel coat, but not touch the gel coat, and then fill them so that they're not a cavity in behind the gel coat. So obviously that was a major problem with when we started all this. Also, when I started all this, it was about a year ago. Like, I think the first video starting the RB200 project, last time I looked it was 11 months ago, but it's nigh on a year that I started this, and I said it'll just take a month. I've spent a bit more time on it than that, but I'll tell you what else I was doing as well, spin you around. So obviously I started with the MR2 surround, so it's still plugged in. I think I've recorded bits of us, yeah I have, of us cutting it up and that, but I don't know where I'd got to when I last filmed it, but I built up with the polystyrene, the foam board. I put a little peak on it and that, and then I fiberglassed over all that, and then I've then filled on top of the fiberglass. So that's how I've ended up getting that shape. Let's see if I can pull this out. You can see it there. That's the back of it, and that's where it's going to bolt onto.
I'll make you some video boards.
Some video boards. Oh, right. Is this so that like Cubes doesn't have to edit stuff out?
Yeah.
So
you'll see this getting flew up quite a few.
The first video that Tatty was in, Cubes was editing it. I went down and said, "So, you alright, Cubes? How are you doing?" He was pissed off, and I'm like, "What's the matter?" And he says, "I'm trying to get all these books out that Tatty said, because he says he swears more than you." So while you're in here, we can see the inside of the roof as well. So obviously it's all painted black, but it's essentially just a fiberglass finish at the minute. The plan is to trim all of this, but at the moment it's still just fiberglass. So that just pops in and out on the original mountings, the original fittings. But that's working out quite well. I'm going to take a mould of this as well. I think it looks cool. Love the shape of it. It sort of again like matches in with the car, you know, like the shapes of the bonnet vent, and I think it's quite an iconic shape, the bonnet vent. So yeah, well pleased with that. And it'll only take Jonathan 5 minutes to wire that in, won't it? Won't take him long. Dying to see that working though. Society's made some paper templates of the bits that we're gonna cut, and eventually we'll have those like made out of like plywood, so that obviously the repetitive bit of making the kits, it just keeps it simpler. So he's now starting to cut the sections for the mould, 2 of each, because we're doing 2. In fact, you need 4 of those, don't you? Because it's 2, yeah, 2 layers on each on each side. So yeah, there's still stuff needs doing in here. We've got a couple of repairs still to rub down, tidy them up, and then obviously none of this really matters, it's all on the inside, so yeah, there's just little blisters everywhere, and it's always on these corners as well. So yeah, we'll have to work out what's the best way to deal with that, because we can't be having that every time. There will be a way. Jonathan says the best way to do it is, or a way to do it is, lay a strip up either side of a ridge, and the extra weight of the fiberglass, the extra layer, helps keep that bubble down. So, and it's weird because they're not there when you've done it, they just start to appear. It's almost like they inflate, hence them happening, because our attention was round on the next bit, but we should have stayed on that bit until it got to the point where it was almost getting firm. I think that would be the other way to do it, kind of just keep it down with the roller until it's going off, but I don't know, we'll work it out anyway. Go stay. So Jonathan's trimming all the sections up so that they can lay in easier into the mould, so just making sure that they're a nice fit.
The corner I'll have to have
a separate.
Managed to get that one fairly close. Once that trimmed there.
So if you have a look at it, you see how closely he's fitting it.
It basically fits everywhere. Needs an extra bit in there, but any bits where I've cut, they just overlap.
No.
You know, so you don't have to cut like sections out.
Yeah, and then there's no lump,
just
there's no
little
like bulges where the pressure and pushing the cell away.
No, just cut it.
Them and then
so
lap up.
when you fold it in, you'll see where it's going,
buckle up.
and then you cut in
Cut down
between
the
them.
buckle and then lap it over.
And then lap the two over.
Mm.
And it crosses. See how it's crossed over there?
Yeah.
And it's made a nice smooth transition rather than a lump.
Yeah.
These bits will still need a little bit of messing about with, but they go down reasonably well. And then it'll want a strip around that edge.
Right, that's us finished for the day. We haven't got anything laid in, everything's just, I can show you, everything's just trimmed up and ready to go. It's just too warm, so we could have, sun's blazing, so we have had time to do it, but we don't want to do it when the resin's going to be going off rapid. So I'm not here now till Thursday. I'm not here till Monday because I'm away on Sunday. That's when we're going to get the glass in. I haven't had a walk around the car for a while. It's pieces that we cut that we've got the rolls muddled up and it's the wrong size. Those. The one thing I've been dying to do is get these cut out, and you know, so you can see the vent and where the indicator's going to go, but can't until we've moulded it. We'll have to put a board over that as well to when we mould it, like the main mouth. Trim them down a little bit. But yeah, it's also close. Just got to get this popped out. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, pressing buttons. I think this is definitely a video, and yeah, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.